Welcome to The Unsaid, where we talk about the things people think but don't say out loud. The conversations most people avoid. Real conversations, real perspectives, no filter. This is a space for truth, not comfort. Let's get into it.
How? Please tell me how, because I think I've heard different types of acts of service.
Okay.
Service how?
Service me. I'll service you.
But is it what I'm thinking?
That's why I want you to expand. What
What are we servicing?
what
Is this a mechanic workshop? I don't understand.
No, obviously I have my own services to be. I have my own. How can I say it without saying it? Just service me, I'll service you.
I'm still lost. Do you understand what servicing means?
Act of service.
Yeah, like just like she said, like it could be many services. So which service are we talking about here?
One specific one.
Yeah.
I'll cook for you. You can cook for me. We can cook each other in the bedroom. You know, and more.
So do you think the bedroom part is very, very important for you?
What do you mean now?
What's very, very important?
Like, let's say, picking a partner, do you think that bedroom part is something you consider to be a non-negotiable?
Not really, no.
So even if they don't...
And
like,
because-
imagine he's a virgin.
Because I was coming, like, you can teach someone how to please you. So
Oh.
that's why I'm like, I can't like cancel you. Oh no, I can teach you, baby. I like it this way. Maybe if you try it this way, if you do this, you know, we can work with that.
So what if you like it touching your womb and it's not touching?
Zenda. Lord have mercy.
Like, there are people that want it touching their womb, right? And then you love this guy, like, with everything. But the only problem is that it's not touching your womb. What will you do? Would you leave him because of that? Or would you still believe in teaching him? How do you teach someone to touch your womb? It's not possible.
And you don't love him. I wouldn't leave you because no, I wouldn't leave you. If I'm being honest, I know I wouldn't.
Guys, it's just in me. You said there's more to love, so you cannot say because someone is not satisfying you or reaching your womb, as you say, you're gonna leave them. There's more to the word love.
So I wouldn't leave because of that. I wouldn't. Like you touching my womb and then what?
And then what? The very good question.
And then what? What?
I'm touching your womb, of course. Well, like, what are the challenges, like, you think, like, we really face these days that make everyone, like, everyone is claiming they know how to love. Everyone is claiming they want love. Like, everyone here is saying love, 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 love. But then everyone is still single. If we claiming we want
You are
love,
single.
you're complicated.
I'm married.
You're married.
This is only you and God get single. Sorry.
Your own is very complicated. Leave that part. You are single
Love,
or not
love.
single?
You see
Are
what I
you
was speaking
single
about?
or
Like,
not
when you tell
single?
people, they'll be like,
I see, yes.
Like, you're single. If everyone
we will
knows
come
love,
back to this.
if everyone
If I'm
knows
smart.
love like we claim and everyone wants love, why then are we single?
The things that we don't talk about. Like, we all want love, but a lot of the times, maybe I don't want love from you,
Oh,
right? But I don't want to say. Maybe I'm like, I want love, but Anna, this passport is not strong.
Oh.
I've heard that.
Or maybe the person you want does not want you.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. Like, I want love, but not from you, man. Love, not from you. Like, I want love.
So
from
if you're
that
saying
one.
his passport is not strong, do you still consider that to also be true love?
I think it can be true love, right? Because at the same time, when we think about what we want for ourselves, again, love is not enough. Love alone is
Cannot
not
be,
enough, right? Because I need to think about the fact that, without even talking about passports, you're unemployed. I'm loving you. How are you gonna marry me? How are we gonna? No. So you have to look at that. You can't see a hole, and instead of going around, you're jumping into it. Right? So there's certain things where you need to use logic. Right? The same way that we were talking about on the live, what was it? Genotype.
Oh yeah.
To be like, you can't just be like, oh
Because
no,
of
ha
your-
ha
yeah.
ha. You know, in Nigeria, this is a very big thing. You can't just go now be like, oh, it doesn't matter the genotype. No. It matters. It matters because, you know, now when we have kids, we're having problems. You know, so there's certain things that will always matter. They will, no matter what you know, you meet a person, they're HIV positive. You can be in love. You can date and marry an HIV positive person and not get infected because today things have improved, right? But you can't also be like, oh, this person, you know, is HIV positive. It's okay. I just want to be with them without actually really understanding what that means for you. So there always has to be that. And what does this mean for me? How am I gonna be able to do this? Same thing when people say the passport is not strong enough. They know what they want. To say, I don't want to struggle when 1, 2, 3 has to happen. I don't want to. Guys, we're not going to die in love. Be logical. That's why we also now, like we are. I don't even know how to put, like, we're being very problematic to the other person. Like, I know that you can't do 1, 2, 3, but you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do that. This person can't do it. What do you want them to do? Must they die because they can't do that for you? Go look for a person that matches that. Like, that, it's simple as that. But I think today, part of the reason a lot of us, I'm going to say a lot of people because I'm one of them. A lot of us are single. It's because of that thing of, I want to be loved this way, right? You want to be loved that way. You want to be loved that way. But neither of us are truly communicating that. Why? Someone is like, I've been hurt before. I can't let loose like that. If I, what do they say? Double text, as you say. If I double text, she's going to take me for a fool. If I, because things happen in between, right? Maybe the person didn't respond to that message because they were busy with something. We get busy. Yes, that's true. But then again, there's that busyness where it takes 3 seconds to say, hey, can I talk to you later?
I'm busy.
So it's like the small little nitty gritties that people are also like being frustrated about and by, right? And the language that we use as well to express these things. If I say, I don't like this, I don't like that, some people find it like you're attacking me, you too confrontational. Or, or automatically they assume something is wrong with you. Someone did something to you. Someone cheated on you. That's why you like this. Someone, you want to see my phone because someone did 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's what you're used to. And now when someone doesn't want you to have access to their phone, you're like, Anna, that's weird. Right? But you're not communicating to the other person why you think that's weird. You're not actually saying, you know what? Actually, part of the reason I want, and talk to yourself as well. Say, I want access to your phone because this is what I'm used to. I've always known 1, 2, 3.
Do you think wanting access to a phone should be a problem?
What do you mean should be a problem? Like,
is it supposed to be a problem? People should
a
even
thing.
talk about this. Is it supposed to be something people are fighting over? Like, my phone should be my privacy, or do you think it should be?
People have their own reasons for whatever, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, if you are in a committed relationship, or let's even say marriage, you wouldn't want your partner to have access to your phone, like having access.
I wouldn't mind.
I want them to have access to my phone. I want to be able to have access to your phone as well. Not just for, you see, the moment a person starts talking about that, some people, you have trust issues. That's why you want 1, 2, 3. It's not always that. There's so much to life, but there is so much to life. What if we're together, something happens, an emergency, I cannot, maybe my phone is dead, or I don't know. Now, your phone is the only one that could have helped us. It can't, because I don't know your password and you've passed out.
That's why there's SOS in the phone. Like, just use the SOS.
Yeah, you can use the SOS, but like, if maybe I know someone who could have helped me with that, I could have dialed the number. I could have whatever. But like, I don't think it should be a thing that you don't have access to, because why can I not have access to your phone?
Just to add on what she said, like problems now that we're facing, whatever, I think also men have lost the art of courtship.
Oh yes, I totally agree with you on that.
I think men have lost the art of courtship.
100%.
Let's just start there. A lot of men now, they want princess treatment.
No. I'm pointing at him because he likes to say, "Call me a princess if you want to."
But yeah, the
Wait,
part.
like for real, when we say princess treatment, let's try to be clear and specific.
What
right?
it is.
Now, if like let's say we are dating and I want it to be mutual, right? You also wanting to see me once in a while, just like I want to see you. Is that being a princess?
When I said like princess treatment, you now want us to do the courting.
Can you
The
give like
chasing,
I'm the one now chasing you. I'm the one now
carrying
taking-
conversations.
Yeah, I'm the one. It's reverse of the roles. Why do you want me to be doing stuff that you are?
Well, I thought we are actually fighting for equal rights, equality.
Yes, we are.
So it should be equal.
Things
You won't
should be
expect-
mutual, right? They should be mutual, but at the end of the day, even though we want things to be equal, equality is not just about, and we've spoken about this, that's always been about one person having a disadvantage or not being able to have access to things because they've put the other person on the pedestal to say, this one is supposed to get this and this and this. We are fighting for equity.
Okay.
Right? And equality is not just about pay or in gendered relationships. Equality even racially, right? Like there's so many, especially as we come from South Africa, equality comes into all those spaces, right? So when I'm dating a person, of course we're going to be mutual, but in the beginning, who comes to who? Am I coming to you? No. You came to me. You went to love. Show
So you
love.
can't approach a man you find
I
attractive.
will not.
I will not do that.
Blood of God.
I will tell you.
So you rather watch that good man, like
How do I know
let him
he's
slide.
good? How do I know he's good? I mean, I just like
Like
how
I
he
mean,
looks.
before when you're attracted to someone, you must have seen some things. You must have seen things.
I will try to maybe like your posts and do something. But if you don't pick that up, I
Yeah.
let you go. I will not like ask you out or be like, oh, can you be my person? Can I take you out? No.
So if you take him out, what would happen?
Like me, like our first date is me asking you out. No.
It mustn't be like a date, like making
be
it
like
look so big.
It must be like what?
Oh, I see you go to the gym around this place. Oh, like just throw out something.
Oh, what?
Like can we like have a session together sometime, or like trying to make it look like maybe you need his help, like, or like I don't really know how to do this machine, use this machine.
That's
Like-
That's something that people do.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
don't
It
know if
mustn't
this
be like a
machine-
date, like
That's
making
why I
it look like
said
let's
I
go for
can,
dinner and
like,
stuff.
Dude, exactly.
do little things like.
But that is still you initiating,
But also-
remember?
But I'm not
also-
asking you out. I'm
Yes.
not asking you to be my boyfriend.
Ah, okay. okay.
Yeah.
And also in our day and age right now, also in Korea, how many foreigners or people do you see every day that you're like, I can date this person? We don't meet that many people to say, Ish, I think I'm taking a liking to this person that you would. A lot of the times it has to be on dating apps or you went to a thing. So the dynamics are still heavily on the man must approach me. You need to approach me and continue that thing and show that,
Wow.
you're worthy of me saying, I can have this person in my space.
Okay, if a man takes you out on date, let's say a couple of times, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, can you initiate one?
If he takes me out,
Like,
are
yeah.
we in a relationship?
Nah, still dating. Can you initiate?
We still talking and we
Yeah.
still like each other, of course. After all those number of dates, yes.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right?
6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9 years.
Then yeah.
Why increasing the number? Leave it at 3, 5.
Not
Let's
3, 5, 6, yes.
5.
Then be like, okay,
Yeah.
I want us to go here.
And do you pay, or you just like initiate and then he?
I can pay because I'm saying,
Are you? Do you think that is proper? Paying
why
for
would
a
it
man?
not be proper? I'm not paying for a man, I'm paying for us.
Like, yeah, paying for you guys. Like,
I think it's-
why would you want to? Like, what do you think? You think this is something that should be practiced? Like a woman paying for a date. Like you're now initiating a date and
Yeah,
paying
like
for a
I
man.
said, sometimes you want to spoil your man.
Look, you remember you guys are not in a relationship.
Yes,
in
but
the
it's 5,
same
6,
Yeah.
7 dates. Why not?
Why is your face changing?
No, because I'm thinking now, oh, we're not in a relationship.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
I
I'm
know.
thinking. that's
So
why
what do you
my-
feel about it? Do you think it should it's proper to do?
It's Kinchana, honestly.
It's Kinchana.
It's okay, but if you're not comfortable, talk to me, then I'll not pay. Simple as that.
And
If
some
you feel
people don't want to do that, and
yes.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. If you're like, no, don't, I'm not comfortable with it. It's okay.
Have you ever
honestly.
taken a man out on a date before in your life? In your life,
Yes.
spoiled him.
Yes.
You took him to a cafe or
To a restaurant to eat.
which kind of restaurant?
Hey.
To
like restaurant.
eat, what did you eat?
I think I had ribs and I don't remember.
So you took a man out and
Yes.
you're still alive.
Hi, bro.
I don't know women
What
take
would
men
kill
out,
her?
so I'm surprised. I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, now you know me. And
Wow.
okay.
And the women that have taken him out.
Yes. But like, if we're in a relationship, we're good. You know,
Remember, I'm not saying relationship. You guys are still getting to know each other. Okay.
what's wrong with you?
No, I like the fact that whenever we say not in a relationship, you're trying to rethink, but you're like, no, let's keep it composed.
It's okay. I think also it's how much I like you.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me be honest, yeah. Yeah. How much I really like you. Oh yeah. Actually.
Nice. I just feel like we struggle with a lot of things like these days. People not knowing what love is. Like we just call the word love without even knowing the characteristics of love. You know, we always like want the expectations, receiving. Sometimes we don't even know things like compromising, knowing that you can't find someone 100%. That there's always going to be something missing in between. Now you have to let go of some things. You have to meet this person halfway, this and that. Like still try, like for me, I just feel like sometimes we are just the ones who are trying to make these things complicated.
Difficult. Yes, we are.
But do you really think telling someone, like let's say someone coming to ask you what do you want, and you letting them show you how they treat you like naturally in order to see if it's something now I see he meets to this level naturally, not trying to change for me and then to meet him halfway. What would
think
you
what?
like say? Like in telling this person, like when they ask you
Then they treat you the way you want.
that you
for
want,
them.
or you seeing them like the natural self before you can come in and say, okay, I see this is how, like he meets the standard I want on how I want to be treated, but just a few. Now I can tell him about this few.
I think it goes back to what I said like initially, that we want people to just assume. Like in my head, I know how I want to be loved, but I'm not saying how I want to be loved. It can go both ways. And part of the reason I'm saying that is because I also said people don't want to say because of egos and pride and whatever, fear of being hurt, which all these things are very valid, right? But I know, we all know, when you choose to love someone, you're also taking a risk, right? And the risk is you can actually be hurt. So how would you actually then know Like being in love, right? Or choosing to love someone or be in a relationship. Number one, you're taking a risk because you know you can get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You know, that's why people will be like, I don't want to be vulnerable because I don't want to get hurt. But then why? Okay, if that's what, then why are you doing this? Because at the end of the day, the reason we're vetting people to see, you know, if we can get where we want to get is so we can fully be like, you know what, I'm embracing you, I'm taking you in, you are my person, I'm your person, right? So there's always going to be that point where we as people need to tell the other person. I can tell you,
At the
yes.
point, right?
No, hold on. I can tell you at a point, and I can also tell you to say, these are the things. In the beginning, you don't divulge everything, right? But I can tell you, these are my non-negotiables. This is how I want to be loved. I feel loved more when 1, 2, 3 happens. You can also take it step by step, right? Or expand even more with time. But I don't think it's okay to completely not say anything at all.
I think I would rather set my boundaries in the beginning. For me, though, I think I would rather set my boundaries.
To what?
Tell you like, oh, these are my boundaries. I don't joke with this, and this. And these are things I wouldn't want to, like, not like, I wouldn't bring out all of like the way I want to be loved to you. Otherwise, let's say you're someone
You
trying
can
to
mirror
use
that.
you mirror,
Yes.
you understand? Now, let's say this person is trying to play with you, and now they already know the things they need to do for you to fall.
You as well as a person, when you know that I've told love to say, love, this is how I want to be loved, right? These are the things that I feel make me feel loved. When you do them, again, I'm observing to see, is this consistent? Because that's also another thing. A person can do it once, they can do it twice, but is it something that you can consistently do?
Thank you.
Also,
Right.
you can't pretend
For so long.
for so long.
Yes.
You can't.
That's where I wanted to say too that it doesn't matter whether I'm gonna tell you that this is how I want to love or I don't tell you. And then if you are pretending, you can never
It'll
pretend
eventually,
for so long.
yes.
That's what I'm saying. But if I don't
Sure.
tell you, right, you won't even start mirroring anything. I
No.
see the natural, like for real.
No, wait, let me tell you. Because if I see Koki, I'm a man, and I see Koki, I'm like, damn, she's beautiful. I'm definitely gonna pull out the book and do all the good things that are in the book. Whether I'm pretending or not, she doesn't know.
Exactly.
Whether I'm pretending or not, she doesn't know. So whether she comes and tells me, oh, this is how I want to be loved, or she doesn't say, she just says, oh, these are my red flags.
Okay, the
When I
intentionality
want
that men
her-
do for women,
Yes,
like
when I want
that
her-
love, that early love bombing and
I'm
stuff.
gonna
Things,
out all
all the cards,
you
yeah.
understand?
But
So
time.
it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But the main thing is the communication part.
We see it. One morning, good morning, my sweetheart. Aibo, after 3 months, hello. Like, we start seeing. It's also observing. We see, we take notes. You take notes as well to say, yeah, you know, this one in the beginning, she used to do 1, 2, 3. Now she's no longer doing this, right? Of course, yes, we are human. We contradict ourselves with certain things. Maybe I'm doing that because you made me mad and I just don't want to do whatever, right? But you get back to it.
So
Once
is it
you-
bad if they do some certain things just for the beginning and this is not who they are, but just to be intentional then? Let's say they always write you that good morning text. The beginning, right? But when you guys now have something going on serious, now they do it every now and then, it's not consistent. Do you
Serious
think-
isn't like now when you're in a serious relationship.
yeah.
I feel like that's when it matters most.
Personally, I think it's bad, yes. Your question is it
That's
bad?
yes.
Yes.
That's when it matters the most. Like
And then
because
it was not intentional.
So which means what you guys are trying to say is do not start whatever thing you cannot
Sustain.
keep.
Don't
sustain
introduce me
long
to
term.
a
Yeah, to a
vibe.
life you can't
How do you
maintain.
say it in your language? Bam!
Wham. Wham.
Yeah.
I actually speak about this a lot, like honestly. I wouldn't start something I can't sustain. I won't introduce you to a lifestyle that I can't sustain or keep long term. But one, remember, sometimes there's a difference between me just trying to impress you that moment, knowing this is something I already know I'm not even gonna do long term, right? And let's say, then something happens in between, then I have to adjust. Then I think you should understand at that point that I'm not doing this because this is not who I am, but the situation has forced me to adjust. We should also understand things like this, not because, okay, let's say this man is always like picking you up from work every time, every day. He's doing this every day, but then he has like something now added to his job that he's unable to now start picking you up, or maybe some other thing in between that is valid, but then you're mad telling him to maybe cancel this other thing. You can cancel it, but then it's something that he needs.
That's being
if
unrealistic.
life
Yeah,
comes.
and also like we are reasonable people.
Yeah.
Like,
Not everyone is reasonable,
Yeah, true,
actually.
true,
So
true.
what, like we said, we're trying to correct these things, so we know when to be considerate. You understand, and compromise and understand our partners, and not like feeling that every time is like they changed. Some people really do not care about some of like this whole thing. Some people don't care about you; they only care about themselves. They don't
And
care.
it's very important to recognize that.
Yeah.
And say this person does not care about me. It's only about themselves.
Damn, yeah.
Because there's no way that I'd be like, oh, you need to drop everything because you need to come and pick me up. You said you're gonna pick me up. If you're not able to pick me up and you've communicated that, right? And maybe it's your thing, or for some reason that I cannot, or I do not like doing 1, 2, 3. Okay, babe, can I get you a cab from whatever? If that's something that I'm like, I don't, but you doing that, I'm seeing that you're still trying to do. I can be like, okay, I'll just get a
Okay,
cab.
what if he's doing it right? Then he now has like, let's say, hang out with the boys, maybe after work, like football, right, or something, just with the boys, and then he's telling you, oh, I can't be able to pick you. Like maybe this week I'm hanging out with the boys. We're having a football match after work. We just organized.
Has he
Now you just have to
communicated
like
that?
he
Yeah,
communicated this like take
Yeah,
a bus.
that's okay.
How do you feel about this?
He's communicated it.
And it's okay.
And you'll be fine. After like a very long time always being picked up, now he has to like
Yes.
stop, and then you start taking the
And
bus.
even if I'm not completely fine,
Yeah.
I can like being like, oh my gosh, I want to be a baby. You need to pick
Yeah,
me
but,
up.
yeah.
But like, he's explained that I'm gonna be with the
Yeah.
boys. Cool, I'll find my way, right? Because and you didn't just not say. You didn't just make me wait to make me think
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
do something.
Mm.
That's where the
Do it,
problem is.
yeah.
If you can't make me believe you're gonna do something and then you don't do it, right? So
It's okay.
I'd like to believe we are reasonable, but I know, of course, not everyone
Yeah, not
is.
everyone. That
But
is it. Yeah.
communicate things. I don't think, life sometimes just be lifing. So
Also, I'd be happy that he's going to see his friends. He has to see his friends.
Oh.
yeah,
He has to. Like
I
I
wanna
would
see
not
my
be with
friends
someone
too.
who doesn't have friends. I'm sorry.
Wow. Really?
No.
What if he wants you to be his only friend?
That's where the problem starts. When I have to go chill with my friends, it's a problem now. You see? Have friends, have people, like have a life outside of me.
have a life. I've seen that. It's really not nice. You think like, oh my gosh,
You lose
my
yourself.
babe is my best friend. Good. It's okay for your man to be your best friend, but have your friends because, and he must have his friends too.
Yes.
Because sometimes I just maybe just want to blow off some steam away from. It's not to say I don't love you, but let me, Now, Manje, it's my weekend date with my friend. Baby, I'm seeing you at the restaurant. How did you pop up here? How did that happen? Now I can't. Aibo, Manje, you're following Aibo, baby.
Or you starting arguments when I have to go out.
Yeah.
All the time now. There's
Anna, please.
have a life.
Can I
outside.
just? And I've had that happen to me, and I was like, to my friend, yeah, like I was like, Aibo, and my friend was like, Aibo, friend, did you tell your man you're gonna be here? I'm like, no. But this place, there are people who know him. So maybe they told him, oh, we see your fiance is here. And next thing, bam, you're there. Hey, Bo, how are you here? Then next thing now, when you come to say hi, you want to continue the night with us? No.
Can like your partner make you stop being friends with someone like ask you to like
What's the reason?
he doesn't just like maybe the lifestyle or something?
You've asked that, expand. You've asked that before in a life, expand so people can understand
Okay,
what you mean.
let's say now I'm in a relationship with someone, a girl, like now I'm telling my partner, oh, with the way I see this girl, like she hangs out with guys, different guys. She smokes, and the kind of lifestyle she live, I don't think it's something I would like it to be associated with.
Smoking.
Like,
No, hangs up with guys.
like you know,
whatever.
like lousy lifestyle.
She's promiscuous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But what does that have to do with me?
Now, I'm saying, would you, if he's saying, oh, this lifestyle, he doesn't feel comfortable with you hanging around such a friend, and he doesn't want you to be friends with someone like that, how would you find it?
I don't think I'd leave that friend because I'm not the birds of the same feather. We don't flock together, unfortunately. You know, like,
So what do you guys do together?
we do what we do. When she's there, she does her stuff. When I'm there, I do my like.
But you guys hang out.
Yes, but it doesn't mean if she likes having guys around or doing whatever that you don't like, I also do it. Do you trust me or not? If I tell you that I don't do those things.
So I just like have to trust you.
It's not necessarily a matter of trust. If you're my partner and you're giving me the reasons, which is what I think love is trying to say. If you're my partner, and yes, there's this person, you're giving me those certain reasons that I don't like this person because of this and this. It is my responsibility. If I feel that love is a big part of my life as my friend too, it's my responsibility to make it a point that I make you see. I'm not saying force it to you, but it's my responsibility as your woman to make you get that cushion whereby now you realize that, oh, okay, sharp, she's like that, but she's not.
So would you guys say love is hard to find, or we are just making love complicated?
I think we're making
We're
love
making it
complicated.
complicated.
So which like basically what was key?
Alignment.
Talk to each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
also we forcing people who don't align with to align with us. And no communication, no comprehension.
Fast microwave things.
Yeah, we just want quick stuff.
Yeah, I don't even think people really take dating serious these days
Yes.
anymore. First day we are knocking,
That
and
also-
then already the family is coming in, and now
Well, what's wrong with the first day you're having sex?
the thing is this: it depends on the people involved.
Mm.
Some people might just end up knocking, and the pleasure already, bam, you're not caring about
Anything else.
It's that knocking now you call it love. Oh, the way he handled me, the way I felt. Now you don't even care about the real things that would hold a relationship, if a relationship is to happen, or the marriage, or if a marriage is going to happen. Now the main thing you focus. Now you're no longer thinking with your head. You're thinking with your emotions, with the feelings that you had with this person.
So there's nothing wrong with having sex with the person the first day. It's
It depends
just
on
your
the person
mind.
involved.
On
If they
individual.
are-
thinking process.
Yeah,
It's
if-
the thinking process.
if
Yeah.
everyone doesn't think the
Because
same.
we can sit and have sex after 3 months,
And
but
you are
still
Same thing
I
will
would-
happen.
I would have not understood whether you're the
You
person that
or
I
not,
want
or
to
not.
be in a relationship with, or you're the person that I want to get married to. So, like, it's a thinking process.
It's mentality.
Yes.
vibes.
Are you sitting down and having deep conversations to understand each other, to vet each other whether we're going to be in the same wavelength as to be in a relationship? Are we aligned? Are we not aligned? Our values, are they the same? Are they sometimes they may not even be the same but similar, right? And then you find that ground that she was talking about, where by now you get to a point to say, okay, this is where we meet each other. It's just that.
But do you think it's always about meeting each other? That is why a lot of times like these things don't work.
Yes.
Or are they also wrong timing?
I personally believe in people not trying to understand each other, as she said, and then drawing a line as to these are the sacrifices that I'm willing to do. This is what you're willing to do. So then we meet each other halfway. Because what's causing the wrong timing? We have to understand that first. What is it? Love says to you, she has somebody, the person is in South Africa, she's here, which is why she titled her thing Complicated. Do you understand? But did they sit down together to talk about it, to say, someone could just say, oh, that's wrong timing because you're in, but it's not.
Yeah.
If you sit down and say, okay, you are in South Africa, I am in Korea, this is how I'm living my life in Korea, this is how you're living your life in Korea, this is the time difference in Korea, this is the time difference in South Africa, I think we can talk at this time. Simple thing.
If you want things to
Communication.
work,
If you
they
want-
will work.
What did you say? If they
You
want
see-
to, they will.
Like if they want to, they would. But then let's say, now I am ready to have a child, and you're not ready to have a child. Maybe you still have things you want to accomplish on your own, which I feel like at this point, this is what I prioritize. Don't you think something like that is wrong time? Would you rather have me not have that child that I feel like I'm due for? Like, this is what I want.
That's where alignment comes.
And that's
in.
where communication comes in. That's where you.
So
say
if you can't have the
sacrifice.
child, right, and truly you can't, and this is one thing I really want, is how do we handle this?
Wait, is
Are
it
you
a
going to
matter? So I'm sorry. Is it a matter of I can't have the child or I don't want to
The
have the child
timing.
now? Then this is what we are doing. If really we are aligned and we communicate properly, our communication is good. This is me saying, my love, right now, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Can we please, if you may, do you mind if you can give me a year?
So
We
what
sit
if
down.
in a year, when you're saying this, it probably for you, maybe it might work that easily. What if this person, what they are trying to pursue, right, might take more than that year that this person does not want to wait for?
But that's where Koki comes in again, still in the communication. If I say to you, give me a year, and you
you
sit
can't.
down and say, love, I can't give you a year, I can give you 6 months.
Okay, let's
Then
say
it
you're
means-
seeking for 5 years to accomplish this, and I'm even saying I can't give you 1 year. Like 1 year is too much for me. Like I really think, what are you going to?
Then that's where we reevaluate.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
where you leave. It's not
That's what I'm
wrong
saying,
timing.
because-
It's not wrong
But it
timing.
doesn't mean it's wrong
It
timing,
doesn't
right,
mean it's
person?
wrong timing. It's not wrong timing.
You can love someone, but just the circumstances is the reason why you guys are not there
Not together.
So it's still the wrong time, because if it's the right timing, you will be at the phase where you're already you're ready to have this thing done on your own end too.
No.
Sometimes
Why do
I
you think it's not wrong timing?
I personally do not necessarily believe
There's something
means
called
that
wrong
that's not
timing.
wrong time.
There is, but when it comes to meeting people or being with people, I don't necessarily believe in timing, because it just that means one person is not willing to sit down and talk about this, and we meet each other halfway. Do you understand? Like you said, I'm asking for 1 year or 5 years, and then you are saying I'm not even willing to give 1 year. Do you see? It means you've made up your mind that you do not want to compromise. You've made up your mind that this is just about you, and that it's not just about you. So if you are,
No, I'm
we
saying
are
you're
aligned.
saying
And
5
sometimes-
years, and I'm
sometimes it
saying
can-
1 year.
No, you said you're not willing to even give the 1 year.
No,
That's
I'm-
what you said.
Oh, really? Okay, let's say the 5 years, and I'm saying 1 year.
Then
that was why I
that's-
said the 5 years, and then I.
So
had
you
to move
see,
it.
that's why
And
I'm
if it
saying
doesn't work for you, then what will happen?
we reevaluate. We reevaluate. If I have to leave, I leave. I do my 5-year
Sometimes
plan.
you just have to accept.
That's what
the
we are
timing or
saying.
the-
That
the
timing
dopamine
is
is
not.
not aligned.
No, it's not timing.
Because sometimes
Alignment,
forcing
yes,
these
but timing,
things
no.
or forcing these things, sometimes you will just end up doing something that you can't maintain.
We
for a
are
long
against
time.
forcing. That's what we've been saying. We are against forcing, but we are saying do not force, do not beg, do not stay too if you don't want to, but try to
hurting
meet
each other and
each
yourself.
other halfway.
Halfway,
And
yeah.
if you see that you cannot,
Yeah.
leave. Let's go. Be happy. Let me be
Because
happy.
it's important as well to just, for people to actually say, you know what,
Mm.
you don't meet me where I want you to meet me. I think let's not waste each other's time.
Time, yeah.
It's okay.
Because you also wanting to have a child in a year and I cannot, right? I can say you're being selfish because you don't want to wait. But also maybe you're not being selfish because that's what you want. You know, it's something that you want. So are you willing to then say, I cannot be with this person anymore because this is what I want. Are you also willing, again, something that we don't talk about in society, part of the reason why people stay long in things, which is also what I did as well, right, is the fear of starting over.
Sure.
Once you've settled in something, the idea of I have to start, because that's also where I had to now get the point that I had to get myself to. Do I want to start over again with another person? Most people are like, hey, let me just continue, right? And that's where you start hurting each other and hurting yourself even more, because now you're like, I don't want to start again. People don't talk enough about this, but that's one thing I've noticed. People don't want to start over. I'll
give a personal example. Before Korea and everything, I had a relationship, right? Very good relationship, very nice and everything. But I had a dream. I wanted to travel. Which was communicated. This is what I want to do. I want to travel, maybe let's say a year or two, right? A year or two. In between that year, person is saying, oh, this is actually what I want us to do. This is what I want. Can you come back home? Let's have a business. Business for you. This, that. Okay, sharp. Which is where what we're talking about, that you have to communicate and find a common ground. This is what I said to the person. Okay, my contract here is for a year. I'm going to finish that contract and take up another 6 months. Within that 6 months, I am giving you, because you are coming up with this now, you want to cut my thing short, I'm willing to meet you halfway, but give me the 6 months to be here to do some of the things that I wanted to do while you are preparing for whatever that I am coming to. I went back home. All the things that were talked about were not in place.
Yes.
And I didn't stay because when all the things were not in place, I was like, pack your bags and go again.
Yes.
Do you understand? It's one of those things. Communicate, be willing. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to be always willing to try and meet them halfway and try and compromise. There's no way that a relationship is going to work if you're not willing to compromise anything. You don't like waking up in the morning and I'm asking you, oh, I need you to please take me. You can't say, I don't like waking up in the morning. Some days compromise and just wake up in the morning, take me wherever I need to. Compromise, communication, that's that.
Talk. Open your mouth.
People don't.
That's the thing. Sometimes, and I understand why sometimes people don't talk. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna speak in a woman's perspective. I feel like some women, they meet these men that they are dating, and are scared to voice out what they want or what they don't want in the name of maybe this is the dream man that she has always wanted. Do you understand? But now when she's inside, she's realizing that I don't like this, I don't like that.
I'm dying.
But as she said, the fear of starting over
again.
What if I'm not going to meet this tall, black, handsome man again? What if I say this and then he leaves me? What if I try to tell him that I don't like this and then now he's gonna think that you like negatively or something like that? Communication is the only problem.
And also realizing that you two are just as valuable in that relationship as the other person. It's not just about the other person. And never let your dreams or your fears or your desires make you believe that you are meant to sacrifice yourself every single time.
People are just scared of choosing themselves. That's the thing.
My problem with Zenda's choosing yourself is the
no, for real.
It's not the choose yourself in a good way.
Hey, it's not in a good way. What do you mean?
You're choosing yourself. Your people that are scared of choosing themselves is it's the narcissistic one. Do you
What do you
understand?
mean, narcissistic? Can you break it down?
No, whereby you don't even want to do what we are talking about. That we're saying when we are saying you need to have some things that you sacrifice.
I never said. I never.
You choose yourself all the time.
When I mean choose yourself, and when I speak of choose yourself, you don't lose yourself.
I understand that.
You understand?
I understand
the
what
moment
choose yourself
is
means,
you
but
losing
that
yourself.
choose
You understand?
yourself.
No, it's not Zenda's. Let me tell you, I will advocate for this. You see, do not lose yourself.
Amen.
Do all you can do. Compromise. You don't even have to change, like compromise. But the moment you're now seeing this is one-sided, that is where it becomes toxic. It's no longer healthy. That is where you need to choose yourself. Now, this is where things like this happen. You're always making up excuses for them. Oh, maybe they are busy. Oh, maybe this.
You didn't say
oh,
it.
maybe
You are
that.
saying.
You are. You're making up excuses for them.
And again, that's a
You
form of
lose yourself
desperation
and
that
you see-
people don't actually see.
When you make
Exactly.
those excuses for them, you lose yourself. And
And
when
they
you
too
lose yourself,
know.
it's hard to return when you get to that
It
point.
is.
That is where, and that is the place people go to or get to, and now they are scared to walk away.
Because the person does not understand what love is.
They don't
to
even
them.
know. Yeah,
They
honestly.
don't know what
True.
love
True,
is
100%.
to them.
You lost
100%.
yourself, and then now you're like,
100%. And I always say this, just like we said before, just like the ghost lady said before, right? The thing is, people don't take time to understand themselves and what love is. You understand? You need to do that assignment. I did it, I wouldn't lie. At a point, even when I thought I knew what love is, I didn't know. After certain things happened, I had to pull myself away. I stopped saying I like love paused in my life. I had to find it within. And that was when I understand that we are looking for something outside that we already have inside. You need to understand the power you have.
I
That
like what you
understand
just
that peace is from within. Yeah, I just come outside and say, you're telling me I want someone who give me peace. You should have your peace.
I truly like what you said. I personally am one person who always says, if you know what love is to you, you know how to give it. So when you meet somebody, you are not desperate for them to love you. You just want to give the love that you have. Whether they receive it
or not.
or not, it's up to them. It's me.
Because you
I
cannot
can
pour
love-
from an empty
yes,
cup.
Yes.
I can love somebody and
You
that
can't
person
fall
is
from an
not
empty
me.
cup.
You cannot.
100%. You can never. That is always struggle. Like you'll be seeing someone that their cup is empty and you're expecting them to pour. What are they going to pour?
Again, that's where it comes to you also making that decision to walk away. Because I feel like we don't do it enough to be like, this person really can't meet me where I want to be met. I want these things, but can I recognize that that person's 1% maybe really is all they can give?
Yeah.
Because there's also a difference. This person can give 1%, and when they think they are trying, they really are trying. To me, it looks like breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
But he really is trying. And that's where you make that decision. Instead of abusing the other person,
Thank you.
make the decision to say, you know what? I really wanted this too, but this is
But,
not going to work
yeah.
for me.
And I need people to know that, like, getting hurt or moving on or, like, finding better, just know that you are one step to finding your husband or your wife. Don't feel like, oh my God, now I have to start over. No, take it as, oh, I'm going to find my better half, my husband, my wife. Like,
Cry.
Be okay with
Yes.
starting over.
Cry, finish,
If
move
I-
on, like you said.
Yeah.
If I may ask each of you, how long would you give somebody time to see whether they're pouring back into your cup or not?
How long?
Yeah.
I think every day.
No, I mean a
Like how,
duration
like,
of
like
a duration
duration.
of time whereby
When you have
say
to
you're
study,
like,
okay, now,
no more. At this
now
point,
you're
I'm
done.
fed.
yes.
No, for me, honestly, I really do mean every day. And what I mean by every day, I think we don't just magically get to that point.
Yeah.
I think you see from the small little things that we don't actually want to recognize. Good morning. Good morning. Am I always checking in? He can check in every day, right? Want to talk to me. But is he actually getting to that point of, can he tap into the conversation? Does he continue to lead the conversation, or does he just start and keep it surface level? So for me, that's what it means to be like, I don't wait for a certain time. I see every day, right? To say, okay, does this person give back, or am I the one who's carrying it? He starts it, but I carry it. I'm the one who's wanting to know. So every day, and then maybe
I totally
what you're
relate
asking,
to- yes.
maybe 2 weeks I'd be like, okay, this is not really it, because I'm the one who's just leading the conversation.
All right, thank you. 2
Yeah.
weeks. That's where I wanted to get.
2 weeks.
Yes, Zenda.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a time frame. Like,
No. We are
duration.
guys.
But
Understand
like, hold
this.
on, I'm trying to get to like, sorry, one sec. Like, let's say I'm carrying this thing, right? And we're going. And like for me, I'm someone, I don't do one-sided things. Relationship, friendship, family, I don't do one. I don't. Even on my talking stages, I don't. I call you. You never, ever like try to like text
me.
first, ring me first. Then I withdraw to see like if you care. If you don't hear from me, you want to know what's wrong. That's for me. People say it's a game. It's not a game.
No, it isn't a game. It's self-respect. I
I respect
definitely
myself. Like
take
I
that.
call you. I withdraw to see if you care. Not a game.
Okay.
Because now when I step back, if you care, you want to know
You're giving them an opportunity to
that
show
like
you to.
that
Yeah.
this is not one-sided.
I like that.
And once they don't try to, I don't need to give any time frame. The moment you ghost me or you don't talk to me when I usually or always call you, and now 1-2 days you didn't hear from me and you're not trying to like say, oh, did I do something? Are you fine? Like trying to know because now you care. If you care, you would reach out. But if they do not care, they'll totally just disappear, fade away. Then
You let it disappear.
I know it was
Let it
never meant to
fade.
be.
Tempe?
I think same. Yeah, I would have said 3 months, but what if someone ghosts me? You know, so yeah, same. Like I don't think there's a time frame, but yeah.
You guys touched on desperation, right? That people are desperate to be loved or to love.
To be in
I would say to be in relationships or to be loved. So my main thing is, which sometimes I feel like people struggle with, do you think that most people who are desperate to be in relationship or to love are the people that we were talking about when we were saying they don't have the love within them? They don't know what
Definitely.
love is?
Definitely, I would say so. Because if you know love, now let me. It might not be entirely true, right? But the moment you are so eager to look for love, it means you're lacking it. You don't have it.
What is look for love?
Like you don't feel. You feel love is out there. You feel someone has to give you love.
I
Okay,
think
you said two different things.
yes,
there.
I have a different view on that.
I have a different view too
Okay.
because you said two different things. You see, I agree with you that you're desperate if you're feeling that someone has to give you love, but I don't think it's desperate for me to give you to want to give
To
you
love someone.
to love someone.
Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Sure.
And I also think that you can wanting to be in a relationship does not equal being desperate for love or
Yes.
being desperate to pour out into someone. Because
Desperate to be in a relationship.
yes, I
Why
don't
the
think,
desperation?
isn't that's what she's
Yeah,
asking.
that's what I'm saying. If we're saying this is healthy, why is it desperate?
It's desperate in the sense that I think the desperation part is marked when you now just let things be because you want to be in a relationship. But if you just genuinely want to be in a relationship, I wouldn't mark that as desperate.
I respect someone who is looking for a relationship because they want to pour love. That for me is not desperation at all. It's because you want to pour the love because you have it.
Why are you
know what
desperate
it
to
is.
pour it?
No, that's necessary. That's not desperation. That is
No,
love.
remember the key question was desperate.
That's why I'm saying when your main thing from your thinking capabilities, when you're just thinking, I really just want to love somebody. Not I really just want somebody to love me. When you're saying I really just want to love somebody, be with somebody, love somebody. Not, I just want somebody to love me. Because if you're saying, I just want somebody to love me, it could be that the person is loving you and you don't love them. But if your starting point is, I want somebody to love, I really just want to love somebody, as Koki was saying, that's not desperation.
It changes though if you can see the other person is not reciprocating,
Okay.
and you
That's
want
okay.
to continue, then we can say you are desperate. Because how do you not see that, yes, you want to give love, but you're giving love to the wrong person. Because this person is not showing that, and then we can, okay, no, friend, now
you're
it's
desperate.
okay,
Yeah, true.
please
That's
just let
true.
it go.
Yeah, and you know, like,
Yes.
that's true. When people are now, you see, like, when it happens, I bet maybe every one of us here, we've been in that situation where we're advising our friends to just walk away.
Yeah. For real, for real.
I've advised my friend, they've advised me, like, I think every one of us in this room,
I've been advised.
we've gotten to that point where we
Let
advise
it
someone,
go.
but then it doesn't work, and that's where we know, like, you're not
You're
choosing
desperate.
yourself.
Mm.
Do we say desperation goes with self-esteem?
Some days, I think all of us have
No
moments.
self-esteem, right?
I think all of us have moments where that comes in, right? Different things factor in.
And that's why love is important.
Yes,
To
because
have
there are
somebody.
people who actually do have low self-esteem. All these bad characteristics that we, narcissistic behavior, everyone has that, right? It's the extent, the level, how intense is that,
True.
right? You can feel low self-esteem, you can have low self-esteem at a certain point in your life because of whatever. You can, and then be like, but it doesn't mean that you are someone who has low self-esteem. So
Well,
sometimes it comes and goes.
I like asking this question whenever I hear this word, narcissist. What is your definition of narcissist? Because
My definition?
everybody, like, I think at the point, people now have their own definitions of this thing.
I definitely do think, like, all of us in society have
Everybody's
started
now
using
abusing
the-
everywhere.
Yes,
With
everywhere.
People have their own
definition of what it
So now,
Ladies.
like, your definition of this might be wrong. Maybe you're just using the wrong thing to qualify
Yes,
this thing,
that is
right?
true.
And you say, "Oh, I know, love. Oh, she's this.
She's a narcissist."
Narcissist, like, because you learned this word from."
Yeah, today our society, anything that looks like you're always choosing yourself is narcissistic, right? That's the truth with our
I've been
society
called a
today.
narcissist. Like, I can't tell how many times.
It's like anything that sounds like someone is disagreeing with you
You,
or whatever, you're gaslighting me.
Yeah.
Right? But and that's the truth. We need to see that we as society, we use words very loosely.
Okay. Because honestly, like, we abuse a lot of those things.
Oh, we have.
People say they choose
For
themselves.
me, the
like,
only time I have a problem with it is when someone is saying that they are a relationship coach or some type of coach, and they use these words very loosely. If someone is talking to me and they say that, it's different from when someone is trying to say, I'm guiding people, and you use those words. Because it's different. They're clinical things, but you're actually using this term very wrongly. Someone can disagree with you and make you, oh Lord, okay. I can say that someone, I can say, oh love, you said you love me. And you're like, I don't remember saying that, I never said that. And I'm like, no, but you did. Love says I'm gaslighting her because I'm saying she's gaslighting me because I remember her saying that, but she says she never said that. Why can't it just be that I don't remember saying that? I don't believe I would say that. We immediately label it. You're gaslighting me. That happens. But coming from professionals or people who are trying to guide people on the internet.
Well, but also, like, coming to the whole love thing, would you also say men are no longer leading the right way? And this is a factor that is affecting.
What is the right way?
I don't know, women's, you hear like saying, oh, they are no longer leading. Men are no longer leading. Men are no longer men.
I think it
I
goes
bet-
back to me saying they've lost the art of courtship.
Courting.
Yeah.
Of wanting to,
Nowadays, someone texts you on what's that thing again?
TikTok.
Hey, hi, whatever. Can I have your number? Then you're dating.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes.
I hate
And how
that.
they just start calling you baby and then
Baby.
all of a sudden.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh, wait. People just start calling people baby on
Yeah. Because I gave you Small attention, 2 seconds.
Baby.
You said hi, I said hello, you said how you doing, I'm good. And then next day, hi baby.
Hi, baby.
On Bumble,
like
next thing they're
my-
calling you sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm like, some guys make me feel like I'm too conservative. I don't understand where you get the right to call me sexy. Like, we just started to get to know each other. You doing or throwing those words out, it does make me feel uncomfortable because why are you calling me sexy? You don't, like, we are not.
Men claim out here that they want respect, but they don't respect themselves.
Yeah. Why?
Well, now the thing is this, right? To some women, they only complain about some of these things if the man does not have money. To some women, I said some. That's why I said some.
Okay.
That's why you see a lot of like women today. All they focus on is, oh, he has it. So the sexy is fine. As long as that man is bringing out money, like they don't
Yeah,
care.
because she's choosing her battles.
So, Koki, can you date a guy that is earning 1K while you're earning 5K USD?
No. The gap is too much. It's too big.
I thought love is supposed to cover the gap.
You're the leader, I follow. That's it.
He's a 10. He's a 10.
Yes.
But he has 3 kids.
Even if it was one. No.
I thought children are blessing.
Yeah, to him. I will have my own blessings at our own time.
Oh, the blessings are for him.
Yes. And the baby mama. Why am I being involved?
You don't love kids.
I do. So
So why
much.
can't you accept it? If you love this man and you love kids, that is just a bonus.
I want to have my kids.
You will
with
still
my-
have yours, right?
With my own. I want us to start from zero.
The experience
Together.
must be the same.
Okay.
Now you'll be telling me, oh no, when this happens,
Don't worry.
panic, don't. You're ruining the experience for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Well, anyways, thanks guys, for the time and the support and everything. In as much as it's not that easy for a start, you guys like the encouragement, the support, like it's a lot. I really appreciate this. Like it means the world to me and to everyone out there who is like following and looking up to us, So I really appreciate. And to everyone out there, we're begging for the likes, the support, the share, support, in order to boost us, help us to serve you better and to bring more out there. I would really appreciate. And yeah.
Thank
look out for
you.
more. Thank you guys.